Finally, an aftermarket magazine for the Remington 591 in 5mm rimfire. When we started hearing about the new aftermarket magazines for the 591, we contacted the company that makes them and asked them to send us a few so we can do some testing. So this is our tests. I apologize for the audio in the beginning. The wind was really messing with our wireless mics.
Hey everybody, it's Eric from Varminter.com, and we are here with the Remington 591 in 5mm rimfire. Right now, 5mm rimfire is not a very popular rifle because ammo is hard to get. I'll have more information on that and what Aguila is working on. But we're here today because you all recognize this. If you have a 5mm 591, you know this is the cheap plastic magazine that came with the rifle. These tend to fail after 30 years. And then you're stuck, because buying one of these, if you can find them, run you anywhere from $125 to $150 for just this plastic magazine. The good news is, the folks from DAC, D-A-C, there'll be a link below, have come up with an aftermarket magazine for the 591. So what we're going to do is we have the three different types of ammunition, the Remington 38 grain, the Centurion 30 grain hollow point, and then the Centurion 30 grain varmint bullet. So first off, what we're going to do is we're going to use a Remington. I'm going to go ahead and cycle the rounds through. I'm not going to be shooting. I'm pointing in a safe direction. Nobody's down there. Just to show you how the magazine's working in these rifles. So it fits pretty snug. There's no play. 1, 2. Oh. Okay, so the Remington 38 grain didn't feed the third one. So let me put it in there again, make sure it's snug, pull the bolt back all the way, try one more time. Pretty good. That one miss might have been because of me that I didn't pull back far enough. But that cycled through fine. Now, the next we have is the Centurion 30 grain hollow point. This is the soft point. Pop that in there. Get it nice and snug. Which, oh, bolt's in the way. Okay, so that is nice and snug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it did all 5, no problems. And this is what we experienced. When I was testing this before we came out here, I ran these magazines through here and just pulled and popped rounds out over and over and over again. It ran pretty well. Then last we have the Centurion varmint loads. These are more of a sharp tip with a hollow point. So again, get it loaded in here. Make sure my bolt's back. Perfect. Works like a charm. So, these new magazines, they function well so far. Running the rounds through, just ejecting them, loading them, everything seems to go pretty smoothly. The next step is I'm going to take 5 rounds of the Centurion hollow points and I'm going to go ahead and shoot them. And that way we get the full, at the bench type of test with live rounds that we're shooting. I'll be back in one moment. Okay, so got the gun set up, got the magazine loaded with the Centurion white box 30 grain. And it looks like there's 2 7-line ground squirrels over there. They're just playing. So I'm going to take some shots at them.
missed both of those. I'm not used to how heavy the trigger pull is on this because I haven't shot it in a while. There he is. That sounded good. Works like a charm. Got that sweet smell of the Aguila priming compound and powder that comes off. If you're a 5mm shooter, you know that sound and you know that smell. So that's about it. I don't know how long these will last. I do know they will work. I do know they're a little beefier than the original ones, which lasted a while. And I think the guys who put this together did a really good job as far as engineering it, getting it down to the right specs. The little lip at the bottom so it can sit up is really nice to have. And it seems to feed, if not as well, even better than the original. And we'll put some pictures up of the original magazine and the new one so you can see the difference. But the point is that you can now get a magazine or two for your 591, and I'm sure we'll start hearing from people who shot hundreds of rounds through them how they're standing up to, you know, everyday rigorous use out in the field. But so far so good on our end. And again, a link down below to their site where you can buy it. Probably put an eBay link. They have it on eBay, they have it on Gunbroker, and I think they're also selling it on their own sites. So that's about it. Stay tuned for some pictures and then the information about Aguila as the pictures are going through, and then the new ammunition that's supposed to be coming later this year. So real quick, while the pictures are going by of the new magazine, Aguila has announced that they're going to be coming out with 3 new 5mm offerings at the end of this year, if they get enough people interested. We have set up a survey that you can go ahead and take on our site, Varminter.com. I will put a link down below. In the meantime, we're waiting to hear from them because we've had a lot of people fill it out apparently, and now the ball's in their court. So hopefully ammo will be relaunched again this year or in 2017. If you haven't already, go ahead and click down below and subscribe to our channel. And to hit our site to see more articles, videos, etc., just go ahead and click the logo right there. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you over at Varminter.com.